The other main social event you might come across often is the death of someone connected with your staff, maybe a spouse, a parent, a sibling, or a child. Usually, the Myanmar staff will make a collection to send to the house of the bereaved, and whoever goes to the funeral house will take the collected money to help with funeral expenses. They probably will not ask you, but it would be a nice gesture on your part to ask if you can contribute. Flowers can also be sent. The custom is for people to visit the wake held at the funeral house. Once they get there, they will greet the bereaved and offer condolences. They will ask questions about how the person passed away, and this gives the chance for the bereaved person to open up and talk about what happened. It is quite cathartic for the surviving family to tell the same story over and over again, maybe cry at some remembered occasion. But it does take some sting away from the grief. If the person is very emotional, we usually say gently to try and come to terms with it using the teachings of the Buddha, specifically about the impermanence of life, and take comfort in other teachings of the Buddha. If it is a Christian family, the motions are similar, but the words might vary. Although it is a sad occasion, it is another time where we meet old friends we don't normally see and catch up on their lives, indulge in a bit for gossips. It becomes a social event once we have done our duty to the bereaved family. If you don't know anyone else there, you can sit for a while and eat the sunflower or watermelon seeds that are usually provided. For Buddhists nowadays, cremation is the most common practice, and the funeral takes place either on that very day of death or the third or the fifth day. The house is left open for a week, at the end of which there will be a sonjui. Attending the funeral means getting to the cemetery a little bit before the announced time. If you go, you have to find the room where the last viewing is being done. At the entrance, you will be handed a bag, usually containing a bottle of water, some religious writing, and a fan. The fan used to be made of palm leaves or bamboo and paper, but unfortunately, it is made of indestructible plastic most commonly nowadays. The fan will be printed with the name of the deceased, their age, and invitation to attend the seventh day Sonjue. The bereft family is right up in front of the room. Guests go up to pay their respect to the family, view the body, and pay their last respects. They then wander to the back to where chairs are set up for guests to sit. It's okay to be talking with friends. It is not a solemn occasion unless you are very close to the family. When the coffin is about to be wheeled into the crematorium, people will get up and either go and wait outside or follow the family as they exit the room. You can choose to leave at this time, having made your presence known and thus having done your duty. Or if we are close friends with someone in the family, we hang around trying to give support in their grief at seeing their loved one go into the doors of the crematorium. As the doors open, you can actually hear the roar of the furnace. If we are not very close to the deceased or their family, you might not go to the wake, but do try to show up at the cemetery. For close friends, we make a special attempt to go to the sonjue as it is held to bring merit to the deceased persons. Some people like to contribute towards the sonjue either with dessert, fruit, or robes to offer to the monks. Another point to note is that funerals are considered more important than weddings. We can decide to skip a wedding, but a funeral is a social obligation, then it is our duty to go.